Yeah, hello, this is Dave from cheapbooks.com playing World of Tanks. The tank is the SU152. This is a Russian Tier 7 tank destroyer. The map is Ensk. Check the title. I believe I'm going to get 4 kills in the game, but the reason why this game is good is because of the technique that I used. It's a new technique that I've been trying out. I'm not a big tank destroyer player. You'll hear me mention that in a lot of videos. So I haven't mastered it yet. But this is one of the techniques I came up with that's appropriate for this type of tank. The gun on this tank does 700 damage. It's got a long reload, like I think it might be 15 seconds. Low penetration, but it does a lot of damage. So when you're in a game where there's a lot of lower tier tanks, you want to take advantage of that gun. And I'm going to show you, I think it's going to happen in this game, I can't be sure. But I think I'm going to show you a technique you can use where you can get in close combat with this and take advantage of this gun and scare the crap out of people. There's a wall that they can drive behind out there. Actually, you can see the wall. It's behind the green truck. So you'd have to shoot through the wall. You can the IS just broke through the wall. You can shoot through the wall and hit those tanks. I've done it before. Excuse me. Now you'll notice that this VK showed up. I'm not sure if this is a game. We're going to find out. But as you can see, he's was a temporary problem. I don't know if he's going to be I think that I repositioned because it ticked me off that he was cutting in out of my spot. But it looks like he may have left.
Ready to fire.
Now, I think this tank is about to learn a lesson. If you're in a situation where you have a fast tank like a scout or medium tank, whatever it is, and you're up against certain tanks with derp guns, that's like a T-49, a KV-2, SU152, what you don't want to do is get closer to the tank. So if he turns to come closer to me, it's going to be a big mistake for him.
Enemy harbor is destroyed.
What he should have done is run away. So be very wary as to the types of tanks that you're going up against. Also remember that you can't always expect the enemy to come to you. We've got an enemy on the right here.
Ready to fire. Target unlocked.
Now, I was really upset with this because I turned and there was this little truck in front of me. And I didn't get any aiming in, and I apparently completely missed the tank I was shooting at. So I was really upset that I missed that easy shot.
Target acquired.
The other thing is, it said target acquired. I think it was a mistake. I often hit the wrong mouse button. That's an example of a tank that I absolutely did not want to lock onto. It's also possible that I was locking onto him because I'm obviously reloading. I'm going to need another 8 seconds to reload, so what I probably was doing was locking onto him. I was going to go hide for 8 seconds, and then when I come back out, if he was exposed, I was just going to nail him right away.
Target unlocked.
If you look at the map, you can see that I can back up, and there's a tank to the south. In fact, there's 2 of them.
Target hit. Target acquired. Target unlocked.
The other, people say don't use auto aim. Just don't listen to them. It's absolute nonsense. Sometimes what I do with a tank destroyer, it works fine. You use the auto aim to lock on to the tank, and it will spin the tank, your tank destroyer, to the exact perfect spot and then stop spinning it. You don't have to use the keyboard controls. So what you do is instead of using the keyboard controls to spin the tank destroyer with a fixed turret, you use the auto aim, let the tank spin around, and then decide if you're going to shoot manually or not. So that auto aim was just to turn my tank into aiming position.
Ready? Got him.
So again, don't listen to people who say never use auto aim. They're just full of it. Hello. Wow, that is a wild miss.
Target acquired. I don't see the target.
Oh,
Fire.
what do we see here? Starting to look really exciting really fast. Now, this is the old me playing, and then you're going to see the new me. The old me is like, oh, maybe they're going to come over here. Nope. You want to react a lot faster. I should have gone after them a lot sooner. That's one of the things that really ticked me off. There's a tank right in front of me, and I couldn't figure out how to get a lock on him. But he's obviously right there. So I was really worried about, because you can't see what's ahead of you, but he's obviously right there. There he is.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
And he did spin his tank to an angle that's more favorable towards me. Let's see if his second shot goes in. Nope.
Ready to fire.
I don't know what's going to happen, but I like to do this type of technique now. Normally, people with tank destroyers like to be far away in a bush, or they like to be in a valley, someplace where you can't get around the side of them. They hate being in a town, because in the town, it takes a long time to get into firing position, and people can flank you very easily because it's close combat. You know, a tank could easily get around behind me while I'm reloading because they're so close to me. But there's another strategy you can use which works perfectly in town. You get close to enemy tanks, you got a big powerful gun.
They're knocked out.
And that's it. The rest is history. And my gun does 700 damage, and that tank has 574 hit points. You do the math.
One of our trucks is damaged. Ready to fire. Gotcha.
Okay. He damaged my track. I had to repair the track. I guess I was a little bit slow to do it, and I used the auto aim to spin the tank around, and I push the finger on the button when I think it's ready. So that's 4 kills, and that's how I do it now. I haven't had a lot of games like that, but that's like a new strategy that I have. Like before, I would have been like, I don't know where to go, you know, stay and hide. I don't want to be near another tank. But now I have a different strategy. Now I get into the town, I look for tanks, I get into the battle, but you got to pick your battles. You got to know which tanks you're going to be able to destroy and which ones you can't. We've got 2 SPGs. I'm guessing I'm not going to get either of them. Usually there's going to be one over here and one over there. But I think they're both going to be in the same spot. You also want to practice driving while in the sniper mode as much as you can. Just so you can get used to it. Sometime it might come in handy.
Ready to fire. Where'd they go?
Okay, so that's an example where my shot missed, apparently. But that's a game, 15-10. I had that's the SU152. It's a Russian Tier 7 tank destroyer. I got 4 kills. The map was Ensk. It shows a new technique that I've been using, which is to this wasn't a heavy battle because I showed up late, but when you're in town, you can do close combat as long as the tanks you're going up against are 700 hit points or less. If you have any questions or comments, please post below.